Crypto is falling down a decent amount right now. It's scaring a lot of people because we are touching below $25,000 for Bitcoin. A lot of altcoins looking pretty bad on their charts too. We got some new information about the dump that's going to happen from FTX, the liquidation of billions of dollars. I want to talk to you about that and talk to you about a lot of other stuff that's happening in the economy and in the market here today. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on that bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this one, and hit the like button if you're already subscribed. As you can see, Bitcoin sitting right above 25,000. Now, we did break a pretty key area of support. We had been holding about 25,200, 25,300. We had bounced against it several times and continued to hold it as support. Today we broke down. We broke down below it, touching under $25,000. Now, we pretty much just bounced below it and then came right back up to 25,100. We're sitting right around there now. But as you can see, we had a previous trend line too that we broke down below. So these pretty much converged. So pretty interesting level of support there. That 25,300 level converged with this trend line and we broke below it. Now the next level I'd be looking at around 25,200 or 24,200, I should say. And then from there, I've talked about it several times. There are a couple other areas that we could look at. You know, right in this $23,000 mark, we had a lot of consolidation there, then 22,000, 21,000, 20,000. There's a lot of levels after that. Now, I'll be continuing to watch that, but why is this happening? What else is there to pay attention to? Well, Ethereum also very close to breaking a trend line that it's stayed above for a while. I mean, this goes back to July of 2022. Crazy, right? Back when we fell under $900 and then we touched it several times here, just slight below it there, continued to trend up. Now we are at that level, $1,550. Pay attention to that. A lot of people think Bitcoin dominance is going up, myself included. So I would expect Ethereum to continue to break down, continue to move down from here. And it is putting in lower highs and lower lows from what we've seen recently. Now, there is a lot going on right now. So one thing that just came out today, an updated FTX asset report was just released. If you remember, over the weekend, I talked about how Solana could be falling down pretty quickly soon. And after that, it fell down $2 or $3. On Wednesday, FTX will get approval to liquidate their $3.4 billion worth of crypto. Keep in mind, they only can liquidate a certain amount at a time. I believe it's 200 million if I remember. I could be wrong. It could be a little bit more or less than that. Here's a breakdown of their assets. Now they're actually saying Solana is a larger portion than what it was before. Before, I think they said 600 or 700 million. Now they're saying 1.16 billion. Bitcoin, 560 million. Ethereum, 192 million. Then you can continue to see down the line what they hold. But Solana, 1.16 billion. That's 16% of the supply of Solana. Keep in mind, a lot of this is locked up a lot until 2028. So it's just going to be a slow bleed, but that's still a lot of selling pressure over years on Solana. So that is a little bit concerning. I have talked about buying some Solana around the $15 mark. Now I may actually wait a little bit longer because we're going to see a lot of selling pressure over a while with Solana. Bill King says, I'm a huge Solana bull. It's the only chain I use on a regular basis, but you can't fade this sole Bitcoin weekly chart. Blood in the streets is not far. The tech, the team, the future is all bright. But just math, he's going to be targeting $5 to $8 USD. Personally, I'm not holding on Solana right now, but I have talked about wanting a position in Solana and wanting to add to that position. Now, I do want to talk about why this could be happening, maybe some conspiracy theories with some big money. Also talk about another crypto that's a large crypto that could fall down pretty significantly. Even one of the biggest bulls is calling for it to fall down further. Now, before we go any further, I want to thank partner of the channel, HackX. HackX is a new centralized digital asset exchange, and they're going to introduce algo trading, commodities trading, P2P exchanges, and they're really trying to serve the Muslim population, which has over 1.9 billion people in it. and the whole crypto community as well. Enables users to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency assets in compliance with Islamic principles. They're also partners with Hack Network and Islamic Coin, which has a huge community on Twitter, and we've actually seen them in a bunch of YouTube channels now, including Altcoin Daily. Now, at this point, you can use the link underneath the video to register in the pre-launch campaign to receive 20 ISLM tokens and refer a friend to get an extra 10 ISLM tokens for each verified friend. Thank you so much to HackX, and let's get back to the video. Now, Justin Sun says that he is contemplating an offer for FTX holding tokens and assets for reducing. Now, Justin Sun is contemplating, apparently, making an offer for FTX tokens and assets to reduce their selling impact on the crypto community. Now, I don't know if the courts will allow this because he's also under investigation by the SEC. There's some sketchy stuff that he's done. I don't think this is very likely to happen. I think that a lot of these tokens will go OTC to different entities and then just reduce the buying pressure. So it might not be selling pressure on the market, but it will reduce buying pressure. So I think it is a similar type of effect. Now, Bitcoin dropping below $25,000 only means one thing. Hedge fund managers and banks are pushing the price down so their friends can buy cheap. That could be happening right now. There's been a lot of bullish news. The overall market's actually moving up right now, which we'll talk about in a minute, but crypto is still falling down. Now, FTX is selling some, right? They're going to be selling some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, but I wouldn't think that that would cause this big a move in Bitcoin. And when you look at it, some cryptos are hitting like all-time lows. Some are hitting 52-week lows. Some are hitting lows that we haven't seen since the last bull run. Since the last bear market. Cardano at 24 cents, falling down quite low, coming close to the lows that we set like a year ago. So I don't think that FTX is the only thing happening here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's, a little bit of manipulation. There's also just the fact that we are still in the bear market year, still getting ready for the next bull market. So typically a lot of cryptos bleed to Bitcoin, which is what's happening now a bit. JRNY Crypto says ape staking rewards going down and biggest unlock yet coming soon. I'm expecting a big dip and then recovery with new token sinks. So this is pretty interesting. JRNY Crypto, obviously a big ape holder. I think he has 50 bored apes, or he had 50 at one point, and obviously a big holder of the token. Very bullish, very successful in crypto, and ape has been pretty much going nothing but down since it came out. I mean, it went up to $12. Now it's down to $1, something like that, down 6.6% today. Another crypto that maybe you want to pick up during the next bull run, although I'm not really typically looking at it, just to be honest. Now, key dates this week: FTX liquidation approval Wednesday. Wednesday also has CPI, also has the PPI on Thursday coming up, plus retail sales. So there's a lot going on this week. Is this scaring the traditional markets? No. The Nasdaq's up 1.13% today, on the back really of Tesla. Tesla up 10.4% right now after an upgrade from Morgan Stanley. Now, I say this a lot on the channel. I feel like a lot of people still don't understand. Though I'm not all cryptocurrency. I'm not 100% into crypto. I diversify. Tesla is actually my largest holding. I have more Tesla now than I have Bitcoin, or at least it's really close now with the movement here today. I think diversification is key because these move at different times. So just keep that in mind. Now, I will say a couple last things. The ARM IPO order book to close a day early on strong demand. The banks are underwriting ARM's $50 billion listing. Will close orders for shares a day earlier than planned because of strong demand for the biggest initial public offering in 2 years. This maybe is seen as a bad thing for a lot of people. I mean, maybe it's a healthy thing because we're getting back to IPOs. There's more money flowing in. There's excitement now in AI and in automation. But in other people's minds, hey, this just means that we have lower to go if we still haven't hit recession and we're having this massive IPO. Now, DXY is falling today, so that could be part of the reason we're starting to see a little uptick in the overall market, in the traditional markets. We're seeing DXY go from about 105 down to 104.5. So small move, half point move or 0.5% move, which honestly for DXY is a pretty decent size move, but still good for the overall markets. Now, crypto also saw pretty big outflows last week. We saw about 59 million come out, and it would actually be more than that because we had a lot going into short Bitcoin. It would actually be, if you counted for short Bitcoin as a negative, when we had inflows, it would actually be closer to $90 million flowing out of Bitcoin, flowing out of the cryptocurrency space. 69 million coming out of Bitcoin, 5 million coming out of Ethereum. We saw some coming out of Solana, 1.1 million, and then about 700,000 going into XRP. So that is everything that I want to cover in the market here today. Let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Let me know if you're buying Bitcoin. I will say, these are the times that I think it makes sense to dollar cost average. These are the days where I want to be buying crypto assets. And if we fall further, I'm going to be buying more. Specifically Bitcoin, because I think Bitcoin is much more stable at this point in the cycle than a lot of these other altcoins. I think these other alts have more to bleed against Bitcoin. And whether we go up or whether we go down, I think that's going to happen. But let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Not trying to spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt or anything like that. Just trying to tell you what's happening in the market. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.